Every year in May, when the ice runs in the rivers and the snow begins to melt on the hillsides, we've got one thing on our minds: the start of the spring bear season. Warmer weather and longer days means it's finally time to get the canoe out of storage, strap it to the roof of the truck, and head out on the water to chase some early season bruins. The changing of the seasons brings about variable and sometimes unpredictable conditions in the Yukon's mighty rivers. This year, I'm heading out to brave the early spring for a proper adventure with my good buddy Laios, and we're going to give it our best shot. So it's the first night of the bear hunt. We just got our camp set up. We're just kind of checking out the river, and it looks all right. There's definitely a lot of ice on the shore. I guess that's to be expected, given that the runoff just kind of happened a couple weeks ago. The river's flowing fairly fast, but it is a little bit low as well. So there's definitely some rocky and sandy patches kind of in the middle that are exposed. But overall, I think it's okay. We're going to reassess in the morning, but I think the plan is to float tomorrow. What do you think, Laios? How's the river looking?
Yeah, fast flowing, but I think we can handle it. Should be a good day.
I think so too. So we're going to have a little bite to eat here, get a fire going, and shortly we'll crawl into our sleeping bags, get up nice and early tomorrow, and hopefully, if all is well, we're going to set sail.
Up on a mountain, tell me what you see. Bear tracks, looking back at me. Better grab your rifle, boys, before it's too late, 'cause the bear's got a little pig and's headed for the gate. He's big around the middle and he's broad across the rump, doing 90 miles an hour, taking 30 feet a jump. Ain't never been corny and ain't never been treed. Some folks say he looks a lot like me.
So we're out here on the river now. It's an absolutely beautiful day. It's a little bit windy. There's a little bit of debris floating around and some ice cakes, so we're trying to be careful to steer clear of those. So far things are looking good. We got to come through one section of rapids, but other than that, hopefully it's going to be pretty cruisy for us. We're hoping we can get eyes on some bears coming out to feed on the slopes. It's about 2:30 in the afternoon now, so temperature is probably hovering around 12 degrees. So we're hoping things are going to be on the move. We're hoping we can get lucky and catch a black bear coming out to feed on the grassy hillsides. Unfortunately for us, we're a bit early for the hills to have greened up properly with good feed to really get the bears out. But the sight lines are good, and there's always a chance. We quietly work our way down the river, taking our time to work the slopes with our binos. After a few hours of searching, we find exactly what we're looking for. We just spotted a real big cinnamon black bear right up there on the hill. We're gonna run in now. And bet he was on the move, so he's probably gone. But we're gonna take a poke up the hill, just in case he's still there. Black bears are extremely cunning and have an incredible sense of smell. In my experience, they're one of the most difficult animals to stalk into close range. We do our best to move quietly, but the dry and noisy hillside makes this quite a challenge. Back down towards the canoe in hopes that he shot. We just come off the hill. It probably took us 30-40 minutes to run up it, and just like 15 minutes to run down. We got to get through the rapids before it gets dark. Lots of daylight, thankfully, but we'll keep cruising down and try to see if we can give ourselves one more opportunity. It's kind of witching hour now, so we're kind of suspecting that seeing that first bear was a good sign, and hopefully we'll see some more here in the last couple kilometers.
Can't win them all. I'd say my success rate on black bear stalks is somewhere in the 20% range, and I'm definitely looking to bump up those numbers. There are a lot of misconceptions about bear meat, but it's easily one of my favorites. Hunting these big predators feels different than chasing ungulates, and for us, the privilege to do so in such wild places makes for these incredibly unique and thrilling adventures. We don't spot any more bears on our last few kilometers, but we're treated to calm waters, a nice sunset, and cool views of small islands and rocky features along the river. Back at camp, we wind down for the evening and let the sounds of the flowing water put us right to sleep. The measure of success on these hunts isn't about whether or not you punch a tag, and a successful trip for me is one where we get to learn, interact with wildlife, and spend time exploring these beautiful places.
So no luck yesterday. We're just packing up the trucks now and we're gonna head back to town. It's Monday. Luckily I'll be coming back out here on Friday, so in 4 days time with Steve and with Stu and Stu's jet boat. So we'll try it again and see if we can't find that big cinnamon black bear.
Live to fight another day. Be sure to subscribe if you want to see how our next outing goes, and if you want to catch the release of our first proper hunt films that we're releasing this May. We've got 3 different fly-in adventures filmed by our videographer Rory, who's a lot more slick with a camera than I am, and we can't wait to share them with you. Follow us on Instagram at Yukon Unguided if you want to keep up with us on our adventures. Cheers, and thanks for watching.